Hello everybody, and welcome to the final mission of Yugi Story Mode, the Dark Spirit. I am not going to make any changes, and we are going to dive right in. This is the final mission for Yugi Story. For those of you that have been waiting patiently for us to get to the Kaiba story, we're almost there. But Yugi's story is right here. The ending is here. Yugi's forces. There are 3 main bases we can attack, and then... Wait, is this the main one? That's Scott. And that's a computer. So we need to go around Scott. Alright. So, let's do it like this. I'm going to send out Yugi to take 1 base. I know that sounds weird. It's like, well, isn't Yugi going to fight the final boss? No, he's going to take out a base. I'm going to send Bakura to fight a base. Let me see what the bases are here. Some of them actually matter. Scott's team is busted. 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 Alright. Yeah, they're all pretty busted, honestly. I'm going to let Yugi fight the one I think is pretty hard by going over here. Do not touch Scott, for the love of God. Do not touch Scott. For the love of God, don't do that. You're going to go over there. And I'm going to let... maybe Simon. Maybe. I'm going to let... Well, Mako I can't let because he's too big. He's actually just too big. Joey's too big too. Let's let... Esperoba's terrible. He's not strong enough to do it. You know what? I'm going to send Mai. Mai's too good of a choice not to pick. Alright, so you go ahead to get to the end of this corridor. You need to send out your best troops, guys, because the 3 enemies that aren't Scott in this area are extremely powerful. Yugi is stuck on something. There we go. Yugi, get up there. My Valentine cut over here without touching Scott. For the love of God, don't do that. And who here could fight Scott himself? I mean, most of these people, honestly, but I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with Mako Tsunami. He's the man for the job. Alright, Yugi, go fight the enemy boss. Mai, keep going down that corridor. Yep, go all the way over here. And then we're going to need to get Bakura to fight that enemy boss. Bakura will most likely be the first one to fight, despite the order I've done this in. And then Mai, since you're already getting over here, I'll set you up to fight this enemy. We're almost there. Just give him a second. Give him a second. Alright, good job, Mai. And then Mai, go way over here and fight this guy. So these are the hardest combos in the game that you are going to be asked to fight. Looks like Yugi's going to beat him there. Yugi will be the first one to test out the enemy combos. The first enemy combo is Alpha, Beta, and Gamma, the Magnet Warriors. All together. Sadly, I'm missing one of them, or I would also be using them in my army. They all have polymerization. I wonder why. The one with the lowest HP is the one in the middle, Alpha. He's also just the worst of all the cards. Alpha has 1700 defense, 1400 attack, whereas the other ones are just outright better in every way. Alright, and special attack so they can't fuse. Dark Burning Magic. I mean, if we did that much damage with just Dark Magician Girl's basic attack, this is going to murder them. And no fusion is possible now. Hypermagnetic Wave. I don't think I care, sir. You can be level 99. I've fought level 99s. I've taken them all out. Granted, one of them took me a second try, but still. Alright. Let's get rid of Mr. Electromagnetic Punch there. He's pretty tough. Dark Magician Girl. Oh, no, Dark Magician wants to do the honors. Go right ahead. You don't even need Dark Magician Girl for this one. And Yugi took out the enemy troops. Very good. No problems. Big success. Hey, extra attack for Blackluster Soldier. And Yugi hit level 25. Very nice. Everything's turning up Yugi. Alright, area captured. We stopped the system, North Bridge. Hooray! Bakura, I'm coming towards you because I know you're next. There we go. He has to fight triple basic insect. And before you say anything, yes, this is threatening. They have very low HP, but lots of attacks. Alright, and they all have laser cannon armor, which is one of the most busted things that you can give them. So, let's kill off one of them to start. Alright, 300 damage was not nearly enough. Wait, what are their stats? They're not even that tanky, so that just means Ansatsu sucks. Alright, Panther Warrior, how about you? So, you know what? I expected more. Soldier Spike, he wasted his turn. Okay. If they're not actually going to use their item, then it's a waste of their turn. And now we killed one of them off without a problem. Alright, enemy dealt with. And Soldier, again, wasted their turn. Lucky me. If they're just going to use that attack, I could take it all day. And there it is. Inset Fire Cannon. This is the one. So let me show you how strong they really are. Yep. They are going to start wiping your troops. Since that guy's already used his Insect Fire Cannon, let's go for this guy. They don't unlock their special move without the item. And there goes more. Okay. You know, you're doing okay, good. I think my Illusionary Gentleman dodged it. You're doing a little too much damage. Can you stop, please? Take this. Also, you're getting way too many attacks off. How fast are you? Spectral Mist. And now there's only one enemy left, and he can only do the attack one more time. Or he can waste his turn with the Soldier Spike. Either way, I'm happy. I don't feel like healing. I think we have enough damage to beat this guy. Only a crit could kill us. And it wouldn't kill my Illusionary Gentleman, which would just win me the fight by himself if he had to. Alright, and final Inset Fire Cannon. This is it. He at least hit everybody in the end. Got all of my troops super low except for Illusionary Gentleman because he dodged. But that's how strong the basic insects can be. All three of them spam that, so if you do not kill, like, if you don't focus on one of them to make sure they die, you can get wiped. Easily. Hey, Bakor gets a buff on everything! His attack stat kind of sucks, HP's okay, and his attack chips are okay. Just okay. Not too great. Alright, we've taken North Bridge, we've taken South Bridge, we just need... What is this one called? Oh, that's the terminal. Whoops. We just need South Bridge number 1. Okay, that's South Bridge number 2 then. This is the scariest one. That's why I sent Mai over here. Mai is meant to deal with the scariest one. The triple Kuribo. And I know what you're all thinking. Cooper, you're joking. I am not joking. This is the scariest one. Which is why I had to send in my best troops. Alright, he attacked my weakest Harpy Lady. Very rude of him. Did 300 damage, and I win. Yeah, their low HP stat is the only thing you need to take advantage of. If you do not, you die. Also, you need to kill all of them at the same time. If you don't, you die. They will literally multiply and multiply and multiply, and then you lose. There we go. Yeah, that's the hardest fight. You just got to make sure you bring Dark Magician or bring Harpy Ladies. Bring anybody with a combo. Anyone with a combo attack can kill them easily. Anyone else will die. Alright, we've taken out all the buses. We've stopped the system. All that's left is the man himself. Let us go. And honestly, I'm probably going to send Yugi to help, because Yugi's the main character. I must say, I admire your persistence. I never expected anyone to make it this far. Scott, your plans have failed. Now stop the simulator and set us free. It's too late. It doesn't matter what you do now. There's no way to stop the Dark Spirit. Dark Spirit. You heard me. I built this computer to summon the ancient powers of darkness, and the spirit will be here any minute now. It will devour your strong duelist souls and take over the entire world. You're kind of crazy, you know that, Scott? Like, I've seen some dark spirits in other Let's Plays I've done. I've seen it in the freaking Sacred Cards. I've seen it in Reshef. I've seen Reshef be a dark spirit before. Mako Tsunami kick his ass. He has 2 Serpent Knight Dragons, and his boss monster is the Fusion the Skull Knight. Really cool monster. I actually like it. Or Skull Guardian, I mean. It's Skull Guardian. Or no, it's Skull Knight. Never mind. Either way, really cool monster. No items. Scott sucks. Scott literally sucks. Just kill him. Which is why I'm willing to send Mako, like our 5th or 6th strongest member, after him. The other troops were way stronger than Scott. Alright. Shatter's gonna suck, but whatever. We're ready to deal with it. Alright. That guy's just gonna wait for no reason. That's fine. Let's ruin Skull Guardian. Skull Guardian's HP should be like 0 by now. Yep, he can only take one more hit. Reaper Blast, here we go. It's actually a pretty cool looking move. I like the power up on the sword. 366, yeah, Scott sucks. I'm sorry, guys. Scott just sucks. He's not even a real character. He's like the worst villain I've ever seen in a Yu-Gi-Oh show. Like, Bandit Keith's cooler. Bokora's cooler. Pegasus was way cooler. Merrick was super cool. Hell, Arcana was cooler than Scott. I'm trying to think of a villain I didn't like as much as Scott. Like, Scott might be the worst villain. He might have the worst motivation, might be the worst character ever made. And like Scott is not an intimidating name. To all the Scotts out there, I love you all, but you're not intimidating. And your name is like, it shouldn't be a villain's name. You should be like a stockbroker or a freaking, I don't know, a pediatrician. Are there any pediatricians named Scott watching this video? Because I just want to know if I happen to be accurate. Alright, there we go. And all that's left is a single Night Dragon, which can't kill us. This is your final boss, everybody. This is what you've all been waiting for. See, the Gate Guardian was cooler. That was a way cooler final boss. But 2 Serpent Night Dragons and a Skull Knight? Nah. And don't get me wrong, I like Serpent Night Dragon because I like Red Eyes, and I like I like Rex Raptor, and I like Skull Knight. I got nothing wrong with Skull Knight. I'm just saying, it's not good. It's just not good. This isn't good enough. Alright, almost done with this guy. He's got one more shatter in him. He's shattering my dreams with how bad he's playing. Fortress Whale, you are the hero. You, Octoburster and Aqua Dragon, have saved the day and taken out the strongest of enemies. Great job. And there we go, everybody. Everyone leveled up. Everyone's happy, you know. All of Mako's troops are super strong. I feel like last Let's Play I ignored Mako, but there's no reason to. He's awesome. There's nothing you could do to stop it now. The Dark Spirit is almost here. All I wanted to do was offer you as a tribute painlessly. The darkness shows no mercy. It will devour your souls. Now it's going to have to be painful. Alright, Scott. Where's this Dark Spirit? Oh, it's him? It's always him. What a waste. I hate to lose such a convenient pawn. Even if he was more than a little crazy, I could have used him for something else. The punishment for interfering with a minion of the darkness is harsh. Who are you? Are you Dark Knight or are you like Nitemare? Which one are you? Doesn't matter. What good does it do to the cow to know the name of the butcher? Yeah. You want to sound badass, but honestly, you sound like a Oh, shit! He sounded like a loser until I heard I summon Obelisk the Tormentor. Yep! Actual cutscene, everybody. Oh my god, that's so badass! In HD. No, it's so good. It's so... Oh, look at the dick. No, it's so good. Mako, get out of there. No, Mako. Mako, that is not your fight. That is not your fight. Obelisk the Tormentor was not made for you. Although I don't have Kaiba with me. So yeah, the Dark Spirit controls the Egyptian god. And one of the biggest creatures in this game. Obelisk might be the biggest, honestly. No, you know what? He might be the second biggest. Yeah, if we're going to take on Obelisk, we're going to need to send in our best troops. Yugi's one of them. I only have one heal on him, though, so it's not worth sending in Yugi. Mako's already back at base. Alright, Teia's pretty good, but I don't know if she can take on a god. Joey, on the other hand, he might be able to do a dent to him. Alright, my Valentine, you are technically the strongest person in my army. Because Triangle Ecstasy Spark is just like, it was not freaking like made fair. It was made broken. So it's your turn to take on an Egyptian god. And then if she fails, we have Yugi to do it. Yugi has 5 attack points, 5 action points, and 4 life points. He's the most busted character. when it comes to all-rounder. Mai's crazy, though. Oh, 2 attack, 2 life is kind of bad, but she has 6 action points. Busted. Joey Wheeler. 6 attack points, but only 2 life and 2 action. Still busted. What about you, Bakura? Before the game ends, what was yours? Bakura. 2 attack, 3 life, 3 action. Kind of a poor average. But an average, nonetheless. Dark Knight is the final boss of Yugi's story, everybody. And he uses the legendary Obelisk. Holy shit. Yep, that's bigger than Gate Guardian. The fact that we can't even see his feet, makes him bigger. Let's go ahead and show him the power of the Triangle Ecstasy Spark. This is it's like using friendship to fight the final boss of a game. We use our friendship to fight Obelisk the Tormentor. Yeah, he still has 8,000 HP. Destruction Flash. Oh my god, the screen's shaking. And he attacked our strongest Harpy Lady, luckily. And he does 700 damage. And that was his weak attack, by the way. That was his basic attack. That was not his special attack. It's funny that they can't even aim at his head. They have to aim at his groin. Because that's just how tall this guy is. We did another... There it is. The Omni Hand Crusher. This is the move. And he broke the ground we were standing on. And he got a crit. We can no longer do our thing. We've lost. Yeah, that's the power of his Omni Hand Crusher. We're dead. My Valentine, our strongest member, is laid waste. And she killed our one healer with a crit. Oh, good. We got a crit right back. Kill the blue one, please. Oh, my God. Obelisk the Tormentor, you're so... She missed? He missed! Obelisk the Tormentor, he's so badass, but he can't hit a shit. Alright, she's almost out of attack. Oh, she's out of attack points now, so kill the blue one. Let the yellow one kill you. Occupete's still ready. She'll scratch that dick. Alright, and Destruction Flash. Okay, he's not using his best attack. But I'm out of attack, so it doesn't matter. My Valentine gets wiped. And he still had an attack point left. Alright, she clearly wasn't meant to take down a god card. She's meant to take down Kuribos. That makes more sense. I'm sorry, Mai. I tried. You were obliterated. I did try. Maybe Mako was the right choice. Joey, it's your attempt now. Because Yugi's not at full health. I do not want Yugi to make the attempt. Joey, you take on Obelisk the Tormentor. And Dark Knight. Here we go. Gilsha the D-Knight. Attack! Laser beam at the chest. Alright, Red Eye's Darkness Metal... Oh, sorry, Black Metal Dragon. Attack! He confused a god! The god has been confused. I don't know if he could use his special move anymore. No, he cannot. Destruction Flash. The only one who could take that well is Red Eyes. Everyone else will get two-shot by it. Oh yeah, two-shot it is. Get him, Red Eyes. Get him! Joey could slay a god. He should have, honestly. Against freaking Merrick. Alright, Soul Spear. Come on, baby. Let Joey be the murderer. And finally, the Flaming War Sword. Right on the dick. And the Egyptian god has fallen. Thanks to the confusion, he was unable to use his best attack. And couldn't wipe out my whole team. Red Eyes will end the series at level 30. My Valentine had to be sacrificed, but she, you know what? It was freaking Obelisk. It had to be done. Ah! He died. We did it? No, Mai's dead. What's happening? Ow. Ow. The whole place is starting to fall. Ow! Stop it! Stop shocking me. Hey, we got Soul of Obelisk, which is actually going to come in handy. Yugi, wake up! Snap out of it! Yugi, good, you're finally awake. Hurry up, the fire's getting close. What fire? There were flames coming out of that big machine connected to the dual disc when we woke up. It looks like there was some kind of trouble. Anyway, we gotta get out of here. And the fire in the sick labs burned fiercely throughout the night until the flames engulfed the entire complex. The fire blazed into the morning, destroying the entire lab. But Yugi and company escaped relatively unharmed. The real truth was buried forever in darkness. ... Scott Irvine, the architect of this insidious incident, has disappeared after he left Kaiba Corporation, and no one even knew if he was alive or not. After the fire, SICK closed its doors and went out of business. There was no trace of Scott. What pushed Scott Irving over the edge and made him embrace madness? Probably working for Kaiba, but let's pretend that's not the reason. No one knows the answer to that question except Casual Cooper. He figured it out in half a second. However, his final words before he disappeared from Kaiba Corporation might have held a clue. It is inevitable for those who realize the existence of the gods wish eventually to control them. Yes, if gods exist, of course we want to control them. Makes sense. So, this is it, everybody. We have finished the Yugi story mode, which means that we get to move on to the Kaiba story mode. And Kaiba's story mode is super interesting and way more entertaining. And he gets a whole different cast of characters to join his army. Like, if you enjoyed our cast where we had Esparoba, we had Mako, we had Mai, we saw Mokuba, where we saw all these characters, you're going to see a lot more in the next one. So, obviously, let them go through the list. There's plenty of characters to go through in the cast. None of that matters. Get a picture of the thing. Let's thank all of these people. Kazuki Takahashi, thank you so much. You did the best. Motoyuki Yoshioka. I don't know what executive producer even means. Satoshi is super important. He did amazing. All of you guys, thank you so much for making this game. Thank you so much. This game is one of the last memories I think I'll ever have of really enjoying Yu-Gi-Oh! Before the downfall. Now, obviously, this is when I mean this by, oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was still creative. There are still good Yu-Gi-Oh! Games that are actual Yu-Gi-Oh! That I enjoy, like the Tag Force series, like the World Championship series, like Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Duel Academy. But other than that, the spin-off series are all, they're gone. Cross Duels was the closest thing, and it's just a freemium game. So, I think I've lost faith in Konami. But, at least I'll have this. At least I'll have the games that they created when they were still creative. You know? And that's beautiful. So thank you, Konami from the past. Thank you, everyone that worked on this. And I'm sorry to Konami of the future and all the people that work there now. I'm sorry. But that is going to be it, guys. I will see you next episode for the beginning of Kaiba's story. Bye-bye.